Back in the 70s, a California company was selling single-screen theaters. John and Kitty Henn bought one to be set up at the crossroads of East Commerce and East Summit Street in Milford, Michigan, and in June of 1972, the Milford Cinema opened. Unfortunately, the franchise sellers turned out to be frauds. Within weeks, their phone lines were disconnected and the new theater owners were unable to contact them. Thankfully, the sellers were charged and the Milford Cinema stayed in business. The Henns ran it together for 9 years before handing it over to David Jenkins.
I'm David Jenkins. I was the current owner by many years. It was my wife and myself that owned the place, and we owned the theater from January 81 to January 93. Mr. Henn, we were partners at the time when I took over, because I still had a sales position. I ran a sales company, and then my wife did most of the booking and most of the hiring, and she did a lot, the cleaning up and everything like that, and she had hired me on the weekend. I enjoyed the theater very much. It was sort of a marriage type situation, physically. The Henn's son married my daughter, and we got acquainted and family started. So as the years went on, the Henns, Tom Henn and Pam Henn, I should say, they're the ones that came in and took over from us. And they became the owners of the theater at that time there until David took it over from then. So it just came to that point of life, where I was just too busy with my business, was going to retire here, so that's why Tom and Pam Henn, my daughter, to reiterate, just took over again from us in there. Now, I am not out of this theater yet. Mr. Henn here, my grandson, David, hires me on Tuesday nights or Monday night if he wants to do something special, he's got something, he says, "Grandpa," and I said, "Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. I know what he's going to do. He's going to ask me to run the theater," which I just love.
In 2012, David Henn, the grandson of original owners John and Kitty Henn, took over the family business.
My name is David Henn, and I am the current owner and operator of the Milford Cinema. This is who I am. If you would say, "Who's David Henn?" I would say, the show is me. I've been here since I've been days old. I have a picture of me as a 5-year-old, as a baby. This is who I am in a sense. This town, this show, it's me. And I love it.
Like everything, with time things change, and for the Milford Cinema, this meant a transition from film projectors to digital projectors.
It was Easter of 2012, we converted to digital equipment, and the times were coming for the whole film industry. It's not even film no more. It's all hard drives and downloads and satellites. But it was coming down to a point for us where if we didn't do this within 4 months or so, there was going to be no more film left for the whole country. With help from my grandpa Jenkins, we got a loan. We purchased digital equipment, made the big investment, and it saved the show, basically. If we didn't do it, there would be no show. And it was tough because, the old equipment, it was breaking down, the film was getting on fire, it was getting stuck and it gets wrapped up and it gets real tight and it gets loose. It was a mess. It was coming to a point where it's like, she knew that she was being dumped in a month. This equipment was sitting down in the corner of the show, waiting for our install date. She was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna cause you problems until you get rid of me."
And we enjoyed everything that went on with it. The digital era came in, and David was right. We do have a service to the people here, and vice versa. They come back to us. So we went ahead and constructed a deal, and we put the digital theater. Because they said we'd walk out, that was it. I think there's some, like, how many theaters were about 1,500 or so in the United States that closed their doors, whatever that quantity was. So, but we made it, and it's by the grace of the people of Milford that, and the Lord too, that we are doing this type of operation today.
Thanks to the patrons, the Milford Cinema has been going strong for over 40 years.
Well, the patrons, well, thank you for all the years, the 40-some years of serving us here at the Milford Cinema. I know we served you, but you served us too at the same time. It's a great town. Milford is a super town. The people have just been great. We've had problems, and the people have come up and stepped up to the plate and hit a home run for us a lot of times.
I am beyond grateful for the support. I understand how in the world of on-demands and IMAXs and everything else that this world has to offer us, they still come and see shows here. It's personal. That's what I love about it. There is a personal connection with our customers. It's so personal and comforting to see your friends and family and how much they love being here and how much it means to them as it means to me. And with that, I don't ever take this place for granted. I've seen kids grow up here, first dates here. It's those things, those precious moments in life that, like, those are something that you just can't fake. With this place, how much it means to this town, it makes me feel a joy that I can't really put into words.
Thank you, Milford. You've been a real hero in our book.